Hello my dear friends, welcome to IMS Gate Academy. So I hope that your preparation is going right on track, and after just say considering November is done, so only 1.5 months of effective preparation is left, and I hope that you are doing good as far as your revision is concerned. At this time, my dear friends, we should only focus towards numerical oriented revision. As you know, December is approaching. Going into January, we will be revising the formulas, whatever we have done, and as much questions as possible. Not very tough, but through PYQs also we can revise. Also, we should keep in mind that we need not spend a lot of time on any question. At max 7 to 8 minutes or 10 minutes in some cases, not more than that. So, within a limited time, we have to practice a lot of questions. That should be the motive, right? And remember one more thing, whatever you have done, you need to do it in a very good way, so that if a question comes, so chances are there that you will be solving. So anyway, my name is Sourav, and in this session, the title it's the GATE score booster. That means this session is going to boost your marks. This is the expected. Yes, we can expect this. How? By solving advanced level questions. Yes, the purpose of GATE score booster sessions, as you all know, is to solve advanced level questions so that you get the confidence that okay, I've solved this question. Now if a question comes from that topic in the examination, I would be able to handle it. Yes, so through questions we will be revising the entire industrial engineering as much as possible, and in this power packed session of 3 hours, one would expect that our entire subject is more or less kind of revised, right? My dear friends, when we talk of industrial engineering, which is the subject on today's discussion, it will come for an average of 5 to 6 marks, and generally we expect some doable questions from this subject. So chapters like PERT CPM, that is the network models, then inventory, then queuing theory, then LPP are some of the most we will say the most favorite topics for this GATE examination. So one would expect that questions would be centered more or less around that also. That being said, today I have taken some some out of the box topic also, like crashing, like shortage model questions, so that we get a very good feel and confidence after solving the questions. So idea is simple. I'll be showing you the question. I would expect everyone to sit with a rough paper, and even if you are watching it after some time, that means later on you are watching this, so what we would do, you would pause at the session, do the question in 3-4 minutes, and then watch the solution. Chalo, so without wasting any time, let us quickly go through the question, and students who are watching the session, they are advised to just let me know yes sir or no sir, so that I would know that yes, you are present. Okay. So let's start with the first question, my dear friends. Yes, so this is the first question of today, and so I think this is from Hungarian method, which is assignment. Okay, assignment. First question is there in front of you. So what the question is saying, the production rates of the 5 workers of 5 different machines are given. To maximize the total production, assignment to the workers is to be done on specific machines using Hungarian method. The total production per day is what? Next page? No. Okay. So this is the question. So NIT question this is. So I would give you some time to just check, or how the question is to be done. So timer is also there. Yes. So let me tell you how to solve this question. See, this is a maximization problem. This is a maximization problem. So you know that assignment model is only for minimization problem, but this question is all about maximization. So what is the thing? In maximization questions, we would first select which is the maximum element, okay? Then we would subtract all the elements from this maximum element, right? And on that matrix whatever we have got, we will be applying the Hungarian algorithm, whatever is there. Got the logic? So this straight away we will not apply the Hungarian algorithm over here. Why? Because it's a maximization problem and Hungarian is applicable only for minimization problem, as you would all be knowing. So what is the maximum element? The maximum element is 50. So first I'll be subtracting all the elements from 50. Subtract all the elements from the maximum element, that is 50. So this would be 26, this would be 13, this would be 32, so this would be 16 and 16, and then 32, then 13, then 30, then 19, then 8, 24, 25, 36, 13, 8, 28, 25, 24, 10, 0, 26, 16, 20, 13 and 4. So these are the elements, that means this is the matrix that I have got after subtracting all the elements from 50, right? Just we have to make sure that all the data is correct. Yes. Now what we will do? So this is the matrix that we have got. This is the matrix that we have got. Okay. Okay. Now what we have to do? Now we have to apply the Hungarian algorithm over here. We have to apply the Hungarian algorithm in this. So what is the Hungarian algorithm? That is row reduction and column reduction. So first we will do the row reduction. That means which is the smallest element? Smallest element is 13. Smallest element is 13. So just subtract all the elements, 13. So 13, then 0, then 19, then 3, then 3. Okay. Second row, what is the smallest element? 8. So subtract 8 from everyone. So this would be 24, then 5, then 22, (11) and 0. Then 8 again. So this would be 16, then this would be okay 17, then this would be 28, this would be 5, and then this would be 0. Then fourth row it is 0, so 28, 25, 24, 10 and 0, and last one is 4, so 22, 12, 16. So this is the row reduction that I have done. Next is column reduction. So this is the matrix that I have got in the last row reduction. So in this we have to do the column reduction. So column reduction, that means in this column which is the minimum element, then this column 13 is the minimum. So 0, 11, 3, and then 15, and then 9. Okay, here it is 0, so it would remain the same. And then third column which is the minimum, 16 is the minimum, so 3, 6, then 12, then 8, and then 0. Okay, here again 3 is there, so 0, 8, 2, 7 minus 3, 7, and then 6, and the last one 0, so 3, 0, 0, 0, and 0. So this is the matrix, this is the matrix that we have got after row and column reduction. After row and column reduction we have got this matrix. Then we have to assign. Then what we have to do, allocate or assignment needs to be done. So what is the logic? The logic is that if a single row, in a row if only one 0 is there, then we will allocate it there itself. If it is more than 1 0, then we will skip. So you just see that where 1 0 is there, allocate more than 1, skip. So in the first row more than 1, skip. Second row 1 0 is there, so we will allocate it. We will allocate and make sure that in that column in a extra 0 is there, so we will simply cross. Third row no 0, fourth row no 0, fifth row 1 0 is there, we will allocate, and in this extra 0 not there. Okay, now come to column. First column 1 0, allocate. In this row any extra 0 we will cancel. Second column no 0, third column no 0, and fourth column no 0. So you know that in assignment for optimality, if the order of the matrix is equal to the number of allocations, then only we will say that it is optimal. But here it is only 3 allocations, whereas the order of the matrix is 5. So this is not optimal. So we have to make it optimal. How? Tick untick method. Minimum lines we have to draw so that it covers all the zeros. So what is the tick? Tick the we have to tick the unallocated row, the row where no allocation is not done. So I have ticked. There you see where the column where unallocated 0 is there. So tick the corresponding column. Yes, tick. Now in this column you see where allocation is done, tick the row. In row you see where allocation is not done. So now the cycle is stopping. And finally we have to draw lines through unticked row and ticked column. So which is the unticked row? The unticked row is this one, and the unticked row is the last one. And which is the ticked column? The ticked column is this. So if the process is correct, then you would notice that all the zeros are being covered. Yes, rightly so. And the number of allocations the number of allocations is equal to the number of lines drawn. Yes, 3 allocations are there and 3 number of lines are drawn. That means we are on the correct path. So out of this, what we have to do, which is the remaining element from where no line is passing, that is 2, and then we will subtract 2 from the elements where no no lines are there. We have to add at the intersection and then leave as it is where only one line is passing. So after that, I am going to get this matrix. What is the logic? Elements where no lines are passing, subtract the smallest element, intersection pe you add, and through which one line is passing you leave as it is. So this I am going to get. So this I am going to get. This I am going to get. Okay. After this again we will do the allocation. After this again we are going to do the allocation. After this again we are going to do the allocation. So more than 1 0, skip 1 0, just allocate. Any extra 0 you just cancel. Okay, 1 0, just allocate, extra 0 cancel, 1 0 no, 1 0 allocate, extra 0 not there. Okay, come to column, 1 0 extra 0 cancel, no 0, no 0, no 0 and no 0. So how many allocations are there? The number of allocations are 4, but what is the order of the matrix? The order of the matrix is 5. So 4 is not equal to 5. That means yes, the allocation is not optimal. We have to make the matrix optimal. How to make it? Again, tick and tick method. So first tick wherever unallocated 0 is there, tick the corresponding column. From column tick the row. Okay, unticked row, ticked column. Wherever unticked row is there, you have to draw the lines. Wherever unticked row is there, you have to draw the lines. Unticked row, draw the lines, and ticked column we have to draw the line. So how many lines are there? 4. How many allocations are there? 4. That means yes, we are on the correct path. And then what is the smallest element? The smallest element over here is 3. The smallest element through which no line is passing, that is 3. So just subtract from where no lines are passing. To 9 minus 3 6, 3 minus 3 0, 4 minus 3 1, then 3, and then wherever no line is passing from the elements you have to subtract. So 13 minus 3 it is 10, then it is 20, 6 minus 3 3, 5 minus 3 2. Intersection pe you just add. Intersection pe you just add. So 5 plus 3 it will become 8, and 0 plus 3 it is 3, and here also 2 plus 3 it is 5. And remaining elements just write down as it is. 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 Okay. So now my dear friends, this is 0. Okay. Now my dear friends, again we have come to, again we have to do the allocations. Again we have to do the allocations. Again we have to do the allocations. Yes, again we have to do the allocations. Again we have to do the allocations. Okay. So more than 1 0, skip, 1 0 allocate. So more than 1 skip, more than 1 skip, 1 0 you just allocate, more allocate, corresponding 0 you just cancel. Again more than 1 0, 1 0 allocate, more than 1 corresponding extra 0 you cancel. Then third last row 1 0 I have allocated. Okay, come to column, 1 0 I have allocated, extra 0 cancelled, and again second column mein this 1 0 is there. So now no zeros are left, all zeros are either being allocated or cancelled. So how many allocations are there? The number of allocations are 5, and that is also equal to the order of the matrix. Hence I can say that we have reached, what? Optimality. Optimality is being reached. Optimality is being reached. And now he is asking what is the total production. He is asking what is the total production. Total production. So you just have to go to the original matrix. You just have to go to the original matrix. So this was the allocated, this was the allocated, this was the allocated, and just a minute. this was the allocation, and I have to check, and this and third and last and third. Okay, so that means he is asking total production per day. The total production is 24, then plus 37 plus 37 plus 50 and plus 30. So when we add this, what we are going to get? When we add this, we are going to get 178. We are going to get 178. Total production per day is 178. So yes, 178 is the final answer. So my dear friends, till now they have not asked any question where you have to maximize anything. So I think that generally any assignment question comes, you will be able to solve. That is not the issue. But if a maximization question comes, so first we have to take the maximum element, subtract all the elements from there, and then we have to apply Hungarian method that we know for assignment. So this completes our first question, and let's move to the next question. So answer is 178. Allocation also they can ask. They can ask what is allocated to what, so that way also we can answer it. Okay. Now let's come to the second question, and this is from sequencing and schedulings. This is from sequencing and scheduling. Please go through the question, sequencing and scheduling. Good evening, Akhilesh, good evening. How are you? All good? Namaste. Okay. So what this question is saying? So what is different in this question? The difference is that sequencing and scheduling, generally it will be m jobs and 2 machines. Generally it will be m jobs and 2 machines, but here I have given you 3 machines. So again, question have not come from this. Still, question have not come, so we can definitely expect questions from this. What is asking is asking the optimal schedule so that the total elapsed time is minimized. The total elapsed time is minimized. The total elapsed time is minimized. Okay, so what is the logic? When we can apply, first of all, see, we have to convert from m jobs 3 machine to m job 2 machine. How we can do? We will select which is the minimum element in the first column. The minimum element is 6. It should be greater than or equal to the maximum element of the second column, that is 6 over here. So 6 is greater than or equal to 6. Yes, that means we can convert from m job 3 machine to m jobs 2 machine. Okay. So yes, the criteria is satisfied, and then we will proceed. So generally they will give you this criteria being satisfied only. You just have to know that what we will be doing. Okay. So this is the data. See, what we will do, we will first find m1 plus m2 and m2 plus m3. Okay. So this is j1, this is j2, this is j3, this is j4, and this is j5. So what will be m1 plus m2? This is 13, this is 16, this is 8, this is 10, and this is 15. m2 plus m3 will be 9, then 15, then 10, then 9, and then 9. Okay. Then we will apply the Johnson's algorithm. Then we will apply the Johnson's algorithm. Then we will apply the Johnson's algorithm. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So what is the minimum element? The minimum element of this is 8. So J3 is going to come from the left hand side. Okay, this is done. Then after that is what? 9. So first 9, 10, that means J4 will come. Now many 9s are there, but we will see which is the opposite smallest element. So 9, 10, this J4 is done. Then 9, 13. So J1 will come and this is done. And then 9, 15. So J5 will come. And finally what is left? J2 will come. So this is the sequence. This is the sequence of the optimality. This is what? This is Johnson's algorithm. This is Johnson's algorithm. Okay. 3, 2, 5, 1, 4. 3, 2, 5, 1, 4. So this is 3, 2, 5, 1, 4. 3, 2, 5, 1, 4. 3, 2, 5, 1, 4 is the optimal sequence. This is the optimal sequence. 3, 2, 5, 1, 4. And then what we will do? We will just follow how we were doing for n jobs 2 machines. We will follow the same method. So for 3 it will enter at 0. Now J3 M1 is 6. So 0, 6, again 6. 6 plus 2, 8. From there I am taking the data. Then 8 and M3. Okay, 8, 8, 16. J2, 6 it will enter. 6 it will enter. Now 2, 10 plus 6, 16. 16 and 8, which is maximum, you just write that number. 16 plus 6 is 22 and 22 plus 9 is 31. So J5 will enter 16. So 5 data, 16, 11. 27, 27 plus 4, 31, 31 and 36. 31 and 36, okay. So 27. J1 will enter 8, so 35, then 35 and then 39, 39 and 40, 27, 35, 35. Now J1, okay. Okay, so 27, 27 and J1 is 8, so 35, 35 plus 35 enter, 35 plus 5, okay, I have missed one, 35 plus 5 is 40, so 40 and plus 4 is 44, okay. So 35 and 4, the last data, 35 plus 7, it is 42. 42, J4, just add 45 and 45 is maximum, 45 plus 6, 51. So 51 is the correct answer. 51 is the correct answer. So what is the make span time? The make span time is 51. The make span time is 51. Okay, so he was asking that only, so we have calculated 51. So 51 is the correct answer. 51 is the correct answer. So yes, what was different in this question? The difference was that earlier they have not given M jobs 3 machines. So how to do? We have just seen. Let's go to the next question. Again, a very good question coming out of queuing theory. Please go through the question. Please go through the question once. A motor mechanic has a specialized garage for servicing Maruti cars. The repair time is exponentially distributed with a mean of 30 minutes. So mean is 30 minutes, okay. Car arrives for repair as per Poisson's distribution. With a mean time of 45 minutes between arrivals. Garage has a waiting space that can accommodate 2 cars excluding the one being repaired. If the waiting area is filled, instead of waiting outside, if a car comes for repair, it goes back and does not return again. what is the expected percentage of customers lost due to inadequate waiting space? Okay. So if you see this question, he is not allowing infinite, the queue length or the system length. The system length is not infinite as would be the, normal case or normal questions that would come. So that means it's a case of restricted queue length. So in that case, you know that sum of the probability is 1, but it is from 0 to n. Number 1, we will apply this formula, and second, the length of the system in this case is n into probability of n, where n is from 0 to small n is from 0 to capital N. So that means this is the formula for restricted queue length. We will be applying restricted queue length formula, and what he is asking, expected percentage loss, expected percentage of customers lost due to inadequate waiting space. So my dear friends, lambda is, first we have to find rho. In any case, we have to first find the rho value. Okay. So mean is 45 minutes. So 45 minutes में there is one car coming. So 60 minutes में 60 by 45. So that means lambda is equal to 60 by 45 per hour. In 30 minutes, one car is coming. So in 60 minutes, 2 cars will be coming. So mu is equal to 2 per hour. So what will be rho? The rho will be lambda by mu, that is 60 by 45 divided by 2. So that would come out to be 30 by 45, 15 to 15. Rho is coming out to be 2 by 3. Rho is coming out to be 2 by 3. Right? Rho is coming out to be 2 by 3. So first we have to find sum of the total probability is equal to 1, where n is equal to 0 to capital N. So what I will write? P0 plus P1 plus P2 plus P3 plus Pn is equal to 1. So P0. Now you know that for steady state, Pn is equal to rho to the power n into P0. Right? This formula is applicable here also in restricted queue length. So rho into P0 plus rho square into P0 plus rho cube into P0 plus dot 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 rho n into P0 is equal to 1. So P0 if you take common, so 1 plus rho square plus rho cube dot 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 plus rho n is equal to 1. If I apply the GP formula, 1 minus rho n plus 1 minus rho n plus 1, the number of customers, by 1 minus rho is equal to 1. So what is the P0 value? The P0 value is 1 minus rho by 1 minus rho n plus 1. So this is a general formula which, what is P0? P0 is probability that no customers are there. Probability of 0 customers, and this is the case of system, not queue. This is the case of system, not queue. So here what is n? N is 3. How? Because maximum cars allowed is 3. 2 cars excluding plus 1 being repaired, 2 plus 1 3. So n is 3. So simply put 3 over here. So P0 is equal to how much? P0 is equal to 1 minus rho, we have already found out 2 by 3 by 1 minus rho, that is 2 by 3 to the power n. N is 3. So n plus 1 is 4. So when you solve this, we are going to get 27 by 65. 27 by 65. So this is one. So see, this question in this question we could have also asked what is the value of P naught. So P naught we are getting 27 by 65, and now I will find what is the length of the system in this case. Which case? That is restricted queue length. So summation n into Pn, where n is from 0 to, now in this case it is 3, so 3. So it is 0 into P naught plus 1 into P1 plus 2 into P2 plus 3 into P3. So this is P1 plus 2 P2 plus 3 P3. Now I will stop over there because restricted queue length mein only 3 is there. Okay. Again P naught is, P1 is what? Rho P naught plus 2 rho square P naught plus 3 rho cube P naught. P naught if I take common, so it will be rho plus 2 rho square plus 3 rho cube. So all the value I basically know, no need to, just we have to put the value 27 by 65, 27 by 65, and just I know all the values. So 2 by 3 plus 2 into 2 by 3 whole square plus 3 into 2 by 3 ka whole cube. So basically when you solve this, we are going to get 1.015, 1.015. So what is this value? When in restricted queue length, what is the length of the system? 1.015. And now I will assume that when the queue length was unrestricted, that means when there was no limit on the number of system, when there was no limit on the number of cards allowed, then what would have been the length of the system? It was rho by 1 minus rho. That is our original formula. That means the formula that we generally study, rho by 1 minus rho. So rho by 1 minus rho is 2 by 3 by 1 minus 2 by 3. So this would come out to be 2 by 3 by 1 by 3, that is 2. So the length of the system when unrestricted and length of the system when restricted. So definitely when there will be no restriction, we would expect generally a higher amount of cards in our system. And when we restrict that, okay, this much was only allowed, so definitely we will expect some drop in this number. Obviously we are talking about average number. So what is the loss? The loss is, that is means the percentage loss is 2 minus 1.015 as compared to 2 and into 100. With respect to original only we have to consider. So when you solve this, we are going to get 49.15%. When we solve this, we are going to get 49.14%. Now how is this question different? Because still now they have not given any question on unrestricted queue length. So please make sure that to note this formula. 49.15 would be the answer. 49, is it clear? Okay. So let's move to the next question, and this is the question, is a very good question. I would say that if you practice this question from crashing, you need not practice any other questions. That means what I want to say is that you will get a lot of confidence solving this question. So please go through the question. This is the table which is given. I would suggest you to take a screenshot. The following table gives data on normal time, crash time, normal cost, crash cost. Indirect cost is 50 per week. The indirect cost is 50 per week. Now this is the table which is given to you, and what he is asking which of the following option is or are correct. So that means it is a MSQ question. The minimum project duration is 25 weeks. On crashing, the optimum project duration is 29 weeks. On crashing, the optimum cost is 5805, and the cost corresponding to minimum project duration is 6110. My dear friends, let me tell you that when we crash a project, there are two types of time. One is optimum time, one is minimum time. What is optimum time? Optimum time is the time at which the total cost of the project is minimum. What is minimum time? Minimum time is the time till what you can crash the project, and there is again the cost associated with minimum time also. So two types of time he can ask you. Please make sure what he is asking. Please be cautious whether it is optimum time or whether it is minimum time he is asking. We have to look. Now here in these options I have included everything. So that means what we are doing, we will crash this project first from the optimal point of view, then we will find the corresponding cost, and then we will crash this project to the minimum duration, and then we will find the corresponding cost. So it's a complete package question, we can say that everything I have included in this question. So first you try, and then I will be solving. Okay. So obviously 3 minutes is not sufficient for solving this question, but the time was given just you to just see what we could have done with this question. Obviously some questions will be time taking. So the more time is spent over here, how you will get benefit, or from where you will get the time. Some questions will be easier, which will take less than 3 minutes. So from there we have to take the time, and obviously we are not here to solve all the 65 questions. So this is it. So my dear friends, let's what we'll be doing first. I'll be it's a long question. So first I'll be plotting. First I'll be plotting the from the network diagram. Now this is one of the easiest way by which you can plot the activity. Why? Because directly it is given in the node format. Node format, it is very easy to plot the activity. Just we have to put the numbers. So for example, 1 to 2 activity is there. So just put 1 and just put 2. Then 2 to 3 is there. 2 to 5 is there and 2 to 4 is there. So 2 to 3 is there, 2 to 5 is there and 2 to 4 is there. Again 4 to 5 is also there and 3 to 5 is also there. 5 to 6 is there and then 6 to 7 is also there and 6 to 8 is also there. So just connect them, just connect them. Put the numbers, put the nodes and just connect them. So this is the network, this is the network diagram. Okay, so 1 to 2 the normal time is 3, 2 to 3 it is 3, 2 to 4 is 7, 2 to 5 is 9, 3 to 5 is 5, 4 to 5 is 0, that means a dummy activity. 5 to 6 is 6, 6 to 7 is 4, 6 to 8 is 13 and 7 to 8 it is 10. So then we will find which is the critical path. So 1 2 will be there and 5 6 will be there. So 5 3 8, so this 9 is more and 10 4 14. So this is the critical path. So what is the critical path? The critical path would be 1 2 5 6 7 8 and of duration. Of how much duration? The duration would be 9 3 12, 12 6 18, 4 22, 32 weeks. 32 weeks would be the duration. And the next critical path which I can see, the next critical path that I can see is 31 is also present and 30 is also present. So why I am writing? Because while crashing we have to take care or take into account which is the next critical path, so that we get to know that okay, how much you know, the window I have got, buffer I have got, that in that which I can crash. Anyway, now what is the normal cost which we are getting? What is the normal cost? So all the normal cost we have to add, and when we add all the normal cost, so what will be getting? Just a minute. I think 4220 we will get. 4220 we will get. So total initial cost. What is the total initial cost of the project? Total initial cost is the normal cost plus indirect cost. So what is the normal cost? 4220 plus number of critical, that is the duration is 32 and indirect cost is 50. Indirect cost is 50. So when you add this and you write the answer, it would be 5820. It would be 5820. Okay. So whatever calculation we will do, it will be based on this only. Now my dear friends, what we have to do? Now we have to find, we have to crash, and then for that cost slope is required. So cost slope we will find out. Now what is cost slope? You know that it is crash cost minus normal cost divided by normal time by crash time. So 100 by 1. So for 1 2 it will be 100. For 2 3 it will be 0. That means not applicable only. For 2 not applicable, I should better write. Okay. For 2 4 it is 580. 160 by 2, 80. 160 by 2, that is 80. Okay. Then for 2 5, 80 10 90, 90 by 2, 45. For 3 5 it is 50 by 1, 50. For 4 5 it is again 0, not applicable. 5 6 it is 80 90, 90 by 2, 45. 90 by 2, 45. 6 7 it is 70 by 1, 70. And 6 8 it is 120 by 3, 40. And 7 8 it is 200 by 1, 200. So these are the cost slope. Now my dear friends, first we will target and first we will try to get the optimum project duration. So optimum means we will only crash when the total cost duration is coming low. Now my dear friends, see one thing, when I crash a project, definitely the crashing cost increases. But what decreases? The indirect cost decreases, as you must be knowing. So something is getting added, something is getting subtracted. So when the total cost will come down? When the added portion is less than that of the subtracted. That means the crashing cost is less than the indirect cost, then only the total cost is going to come down. So you have to see that out of the critical activities, which activity is having the cost slope which is less than 50. Why 50? Indirect cost is 50. So out of it, which is 50, and it should be obviously critical also. So in this only 2 activities I can see, only 2 activities I can see which is having, sorry, not 2, yes, 2 activities I can see. One is 2 5 and one is 5 6, whose cost slope is less than 50. So 2 5 and 5 6. So 2 5 and 5 6. Now see, both I can crash, but if I crash 2 5, I only have a window of 1 extra day. But if I crash 5 6, I have a window of 2 days, because simultaneously all other activities will get crashed. I need not take into account which is the next critical path. This is the logic. So I would be crashing 5 6. I would be crashing 5 6. Crashing 5 6 by how many days? We have to see the limit also. The limit for 5 6 is 2 days crash. So by 2 days I can crash. Now again you would ask that, sir, you told that the limit is only 1 day. How you are crashing by 2 days? Because that activity is present in all the path. If I crash 5 6, all other paths will get reduced. So total cost 1. So 5820 was my last cost. Okay. So when I am crashing plus 2 into 45, indirect cost is minus 2 into 50. So clearly there is a reduction by 10 rupees. Okay. Again, now what? Now I will use that 1 day buffer. What is the 1 day buffer I have? 1 day buffer I have. And which activity I will crash it is less than indirect cost? That is only one activity, that is 2 5. So now I will crash activity, crashing activity 2 5 by how many days? 1 day buffer I have, so 1 day. By the way, what is the limit of 2 5? 2 5 limit is also 2 days. Okay. So total cost 2. Total cost 2. So 5810 original, when I crash it will increase by 45, but indirect cost will reduce by 50. So overall I am saving 5 rupees. So this is the thing. Now my dear friends, I cannot crash any other I can crash in other activities, but clearly its cost slope is more than 50. So that means it is going to the total cost amount is going to be added. So the price will not reduce, the price will only increase. So therefore this is the optimal cost. And project, what is the project duration? How many days I crashed? I crashed by 3 days. I crashed by 3 days. So optimum path duration, it is 29 weeks and cost is 5805. Okay. So the on crashing optimum project duration 29 weeks, yes. The optimum cost is 5805, yes. Both are correct as of now. Now what is option A and D saying? He is talking about the minimum, project duration. He is talking about the minimum project duration, okay. So optimum we have found out. Now what is minimum time? What minimum means, till what you can crash, till what you crash. You crash to the limit. I am not concerned about the the cost. I am not concerned about the cost. You just crash as much as you can. Okay. So now, but before that we have to draw the updated diagram. So till now whatever we have done, just let me draw it. Okay. Okay. So this was 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the durations were 3, 3, 5. Now 2, 5, I crashed by 1 day, so it would remain 8, 9 to 8. This is 7, this is 0. This was 6, so I crashed it by 2 days, it will become 4. And this was 4 and 10 and 13. So what is the current duration? The current duration is 29. Currently it is at 29, and now I have to see that whether I can crash or not. See, let's start with left to right. 1, 2. Can I crash 1, 2? 1, 2 I can definitely crash, but what is the duration? 1 day I can crash. By 1 day I can crash. And what is the slope? 100 is the slope. So yes, I can crash by 1 day. So crashing activity 1, 2 at what cost? At 100. I can crash by 1 day. Okay, so this is there. Next, see, you should always check that while crashing your paths which is becoming critical, which is not becoming critical, all these things you have to keep in mind. Now here 2, 5 I can crash once, but if I crash 2, 5 only, the 2, 3, 5, the upper one will become critical. So here we have to take care, all together we have to take care. That means 2, 5 and from above also we have to crash 1. Then only both this will get reduced by 1 day. Now 2, 3. Clearly 2, 3 I cannot crash because clearly we can see that it is not applicable. Now 3, 5 definitely we can crash. 3, 5 we can crash. 3, 5 we can crash by how much day? 1 day. So 3, 5 I can crash. Okay. So if I have to reduce the project duration by 1 day, so I have to crash 2, 5 plus 35. Together I have to crash. And at what slope? 25 ka slope is 45. It is 45 and 35 ka is what? 50. 35 ka 50. 25 ka 45. So 5 95. 95. So at 95 I can crash. Again 2 days se I can crash. Okay, 5 6 already limit is there. Limit is reached. I cannot crash. Acha, here also I have got 1 day buffer. Here I have got 1 day buffer. So 6 is, see, upper is what? 14. Lower is what? 13. So how much buffer I have? 1 day buffer I have upper path mein. So upper 6 7 I can crash. Can I crash 6 7? 6 7 we can crash by 1 day. Yes, I have got the buffer. I will use that. So 6 7 I can crash at how much cost? 6 7 I can crash at 70. Extra 70. Okay. Now this I have removed. 6 7 I have crashed. Now if upper is also 13, lower is also 13. So individually you cannot take care. We have to crash together. So 7 8 if I crash, I have to also crash 6 8. 7 8 if I crash, I have to crash also 6 8. So 7 8 if I crash, I have to crash 6 8 also. And 7 8, what is the cost slope? 7 8 and 6 8. So 240. 40 and 200 is 240. So 240. After that I cannot crash. Why? Because either the limit is reached or obviously the limit is reached. That's why I cannot crash further. I cannot crash further. The limit is reached. Got the logic? And when the limit is reached of one path, even if other paths are still having their limit, but I cannot crash further because if you crash down, other will become critical. So this is the only minimum till what you can crash. So what is the total crashing cost? Total extra crashing cost after this is how much? 195. Let me check. 195 plus 70 plus 240. 505 it is coming. 505 after crashing. But achha, how many days? This is 1 2 3 4 4 days. So total indirect cost is how much? 4 into 50, that is 200. Okay, so now the total cost. Total cost. So what was the earlier cost? Earlier cost was 5805. After crashing it will become 505. Indirect cost is removed minus 200. Indirect cost is removed. So what is the answer? 5805 plus 505 minus 200. 6110. 6110 is the answer. 6110 is the answer. 6110 is the answer. How many days I crashed? 4 days I crashed. So 29 minus 4 is 25. 25. So this is the minimum. This is the minimum time to which you can crash. 25 is the minimum time to which you can crash. And what is the cost that is coming? 6110. 6110. 6110. So the minimum project duration is 25. Absolutely correct. And the correct cost corresponding to minimum is 6110. Absolutely correct. So this is an MSQ questions. All the options are correct. So my dear friends, in this question clearly I have taken the concept of optimum crashing also and the concept of minimum crashing also. And what I can say that if you have understood this question, then you can be rest assured that your concept of crashing is 100% clear. You need not lose sleep further in any questions of crashing. Whatever question comes, you should be able to handle it. I hope you understood this question, right? Okay. Okay. So All the answers are correct. Now moving to the next question. Moving to the next question from inventory. Moving to the next question from inventory. So this is a question from, I think, mixed model. The demand for an item is observed as 20,000, 24,000. So let me note the data. Is 24,000 per year. So small d, I can say it is 2,000, that is per month. I can say per month. And the production capacity of the plant is 3,000. So small p is 3,000 per month. The item cost is rupees 40. So unit cost is rupees 40. Inventory carrying cost is 12% of item cost. So carrying cost is 12% of unit cost. So 0.12 into 40. So that is coming out to be 4.8. 4.8 per unit per year. Yes, that is I am noting per unit per year. Per unit per year. The cost of one setup is 480. So the cost of one setup is rupees 480. The shortage cost is rupees 240 per year. What is the shortage cost? Shortage cost is rupees 240. Rupees 240 per unit per year. Per unit per year. Supply of the item is non-instantaneous. Which of the following options are correct? A, the economic order quantity is 3895. B, the optimal number of shortage is 25. C, the number of setup is 6.2, and D, none of the above. So, okay, three things we have to find, that is the economic order quantity, and then we have to find the the optimum number of shortages, and then we have to find what is the number of setups. So, it is a question of mixed model. Yes, till now they have not given any question from mixed model in GATE. So, yes, we can definitely expect from this part. So, what is EOQ formula? You know that EOQ formula is 2D CSP by CH into P by P minus T into CB plus CH by CB. So, when we put all these things, now D we can put 24,000 and CSP is 480, CH must be in year, that is 4.8. And CB is 240 plus CH is 4.8 by 4.8. So, when we solve this, we are going to get 3895, close to 3895 we will be getting. 3895, yes, so that is correct. Optimum shortage formula is Q star into P minus D by P into CH by CB plus CH. CH is 4.8 by, it is 252.8. So, when we solve this, we are going to get close to 25 units. We are going to get close to 25 units, and finally, what is the number of shortages, or what is the number of setups he is asking. What is the number of setups? So, number of setups is, so as of now option A and option B both are correct, and number of setups is annual demand divided by Q star. So, annual demand is 24,000 and Q star is 3895. So, that would give me 24,000 divided by 3895, this would give me close to 6.2. Yes, number of setups is also correct. So, finally, answer would be A, B and C. Finally, the answer would be A, B and C. Now, is it clear, Ashok? So, I am solving the question, so that is why I kept my voice low. I hope it is audible. So, this question is based on the mixed model, where shortage is also there, production consumption is also there, and what would be the graph for this? The graph for this would be this. So, till now they have not given a question based from this model of inventory, but again anything is, for the first time they can give you anything. So I hope this question is clear. So basically it is about memorizing these formulas. Basically it is about memorizing these formulas. That being said, from inventory, you know that the first three models are very important, probabilistic model super important, and don't forget price break model. Total how many models? The first three, then this is the fourth one. So four models of inventory, deterministic models. Second is probabilistic models. May two models come from there. Service level model is again very important. So 4 plus 2, and in the middle there is price break model. Okay. So this is all about your inventory. So let us move to the next question, and I think this is from LPP. This is from LPP. Okay. So please go through this question. A certain company produces tea trays and ash trays out of the sheet metal. Following data is given on capacity, availability and economics of each product. Determine the optimum production schedule. Each ash tray contributes 20 to the gross profit and each tea tray contributes 30 to the gross profit. So okay, this may be a maximization problem because profit is given, and I would assume that number of ash tray is X, and I would assume that the number of tea tray is Y. The number of tea tray would be Y. So the maximization function would be 20x plus 30y. Very good. Total daily fixed cost is 45,000. Daily fixed cost is 45,000. That is fine. Solve the problem graphically. The maximum net profit per day at the optimum production level, including the effect of fixed cost, is what? So he is asking maximum net profit per day at the optimum production level he is asking. So where are the constraints? The constraints are there on the next page. So from the first page, I think all the data is more or less we have taken, and then this is the constraint equations for equation they have given. Please solve this question, and for this I would be giving you only 2 minutes. Did anyone solve? So you would know that very easy, we have to form the constraints. So 10x plus 20y is less than or equal to 30,000. This is for stamping constraint. This is for stamping constraint. And for forming constraint, it is 15x plus 5y less than equal to 30,000. This is the first equation, this is the second equation. Obviously non-negativity constraints are always there, that is not an issue. So two equations, two constraint. Okay, Ashok is saying that sir 67200 is the answer. Let's see, Ashok, let's see. So yes, seeing the problem we would feel that it is very easy to solve, but you know something is there in this question which can make your question answer incorrect. So for the graphical method is all about plotting the equations as fast as you can, and for that I would be suggesting you what? Intercept method. For example, equation 1, if I convert into intercept form, it would be x by 3000 plus y by 1500 less than equal to 1, and if I convert this into intercept form, it would be x by 2000 plus y by 6000 less than equal to 1. So 3000 and so this is x and y, so this is 3000 and 1500 is there, so this is 1500, this is 3000 and 2000 and 6000, so this is 6000, this is 2000. So one line would come like this and another line would come like this. This would be your shaded region, and this point of intersection you must have. Okay, so I hope that the connection is back. Can you just confirm that everything is good? Can you just confirm that everything is good? I think some technical issues happened. I am guessing that everything is correct. All good, good, good. So this is the graph that we have drawn, And what are the endpoints? The endpoints would be, you know, 0, 1500, and then 1800, 600, and then 2000, 0. So at this, these are the endpoints. So all the corner points if I find, and what is the objective function? 20x plus 30y, 20x plus 30y. So first point if I substitute 45,000, second point if I substitute 54,000, and third point if I substitute 40,000. So immediately you will see 54,000 and you will tick the answer, but this is wrong, not 54,000. Now see what he is given, what he has given. Total daily fixed cost is 45,000. So 54,000 he is profitizing. He is making a gross profit of 54,000, but total daily cost is coming out to be 45,000. This is not the cost price of the item. This is the daily fixed cost that it is going to be consumed. Whatever profit you make, it is going to be consumed. So net profit is asking. Net profit is asking. This is not the cost price and selling price, my dear friends. This is the total daily fixed cost. So 54,000 minus 45,000 will be doing, and we will be getting 9,000. 9,000. Considering the effect of fixed cost, the answer would be 9,000. 9,000. 9,000 is the correct answer. Okay. So I hope you got the mistake. Okay. So let's move to the, yes, let's move to this question only. Okay. Please check this question once. So Patel and company are making pipes, is considering investment in an aggressive advertisement campaign for the next year sales. The data for the last year 9-10 is now variable expenses. See, don't get first scared by these data. This is the variable expense, and this is the fixed expense. So under variable expense there is 1 direct material, there is 2 direct labor, there is 3 variable overhead, and total variable expenses he has given. So total fixed variable cost, selling price per item, all these things comes in what? Break even point, break even analysis. So this is your small v, this is your small v, 13.75 per piece. Similarly, fixed expenses he has given manufacturing 1, selling 1, administrative 1, and when you add this all, you are going to get the total fixed, that is F, 1,35,000. Selling price per pipe, that is small s, he has given as rupees 25, and total in 2009-10 how many units he have sold? 20,000 units he have sold, that too for a price of 5 lakh. And the sales target is for 2010-11 is this, and finally what he is asking, that which of the following options is or are correct. The break even point for the year 9-10 was 12,000. The profit for the year 9-10 was 90,000. If the company spends 11250, 11,000 on advertisement, what is the break even, whether it remains same or not? And D, if the company is able to sell only 21,000 pipes, including advertisement, the profit becomes 90,000. So my dear friends, it's a question which is looking very scary, and it would feel like we will not be able to solve, but it is based on very basic formulas of break even analysis. Okay. So I'm giving you 2 minutes to just go through the question and see whether we can solve it or not. So yes, so let us see what are the things. So can we find the let me note down the data. Let me note down the data. Now is it coming? What is the issue? Some technical issue is happening. Okay, I hope that it's coming. So if the company spends 11,250 on advertisement, the BP remains the same. No, earlier the BP was 12,000 units and now the BP has come down to 13,000. So remains the same? No, it doesn't remains the same. Okay, basically this is a break even point question where break even point I am finding, profit we are finding, all these things we are finding. Okay. The last option is if the company is able to sell only 21,000 in this, including advertisement cost, the profit becomes 90,000. So now for this much unit, what is the profit? He is asking 21,000 unit, what is the profit? So for 21,000 unit, how much? 21,000 units, what is the profit? So profit, you know that it is total sales minus total cost. Total sales would be how much? 25 into 21,000, and in total cost, the fixed cost earlier was there and now we have to include advertisement cost also, plus variable cost 13.75 into 21,000. So if you solve this, what we are getting? If we solve this, we are going to get again 90,000. So yes, he is correct. If the company is able to sell 21,000, the profit will become 90,000. Yes, this is also the correct option. So my dear friends, what we are seeing over here, that ultimately I have applied only the basic concepts and the basic formulae of break even point. But initially it looked very, like it's a very tough question. So it's a learning that not all questions which looks tough are actually tough. We need to just calmly read the question. Okay. So I hope that you have got this concept from break even point. Okay, let's go to the next question. Now it's a very straightforward question, but some twist in every question. There are some twist. I would be giving 2 minutes time to solve this question. So did we get the answer? So what this question is saying, each unit, again it's an inventory question only, but it's slightly different. Each unit of an item costs a company, that means CU is how much? Rupees 40. Annual holding costs are 18% of unit cost, 1% insurance, 2% allowance, rupees 2 for building overheads, 1.5 damage, 4 miscellaneous. Annual demand is 1000 units and each order cost rupees 100 to place. What is the EOQ? So yes, so let's check whether 167 is correct or not. So what is that? Whatever percentage is giving, that is all the part of holding cost only. Whatever is there, it is all the part of holding cost only, and generally you know that holding cost is expressed as a percentage of the unit cost. So what would be the CH? CH is, so whatever percentage are there, you simply add 18% plus 1% plus 2%. All this of what? Unit cost 40, and whatever extra are there, that means rupees 2 for building, plus what is extra? 1.50 is there, plus what is there? Rupees 4. All the things will get added in the holding cost. So 18 to 20, 21% of 40 plus 6, 7.50. So 15.9 we are getting, 15.90 we are getting per unit per year. We are getting CH. Once you get this, EOQ is very easy to find. EOQ is 2D C0 by CH. So what is capital D? Capital D is 1000. C0 is 100 and CH is 15.90. So what we are getting? We are getting 112. I am getting 112 point something, 0.15. But you are saying 67. Okay. So 112 is the correct answer. 112 is the correct answer. 112 is the correct answer. Okay. So as I said, every question is slightly different than whatever questions you must have seen till now. So my advice would be, even if you are not solving it right now, even if you are not watching the session in its current life, later on just go through the questions at least. Okay, those questions will definitely 100% is going to help you in giving you confidence, right? So this is it. So see, so many topics we have practiced. We are almost about to reach 2 hours. Inventory we have practiced, queuing we have practiced, crashing we have done, shortage model we have practiced, break even point we have practiced, assignment we have practiced, sequencing and scheduling also we have practiced. So these are some of the hot topics from where questions are definitely going to come. Okay, the questions are not over yet, questions are left. So moving to the next question, as I said, it's a power packed question session, power packed question session. Okay, so let's please go through this question, and it's again a very good question. You will definitely learn something from here, and I'm going to give you 3 minutes. It's a forecasting. Yes, forecasting was left, so again it's a forecasting question. Forecasting question. I am going to give you 3 minutes for solving this question. Please do it. Okay. Queuing is also done, Ashok. If you see in the beginning, I have taken a queuing question also. Okay. Please watch this session from the beginning later on. Okay, do this question. So, did you get the answer? Did we get the answer? Okay. So, what this question is saying, the following data refers to the demand for a certain product for 12 consecutive years. 12 consecutive years demand is given. 50% weight is given to the recent data, 30%, 20% are given to the previous data. That means we are talking about the 3 moving average period. Okay. 3 period moving average. Using 3-point weighted moving average, yes, weighted moving average, because weights are given. The value of mean absolute deviation. He is asking what is the value of MAD, that is mean absolute deviation. Now, my dear friends, see one thing. This thing I have taken, 12 period. Now, see 1 to 2, 1 to 12, 1 to 12, the actual demand data is being given to you. Okay. For any kind of error, you need its partner, that means its forecasted demand value you have to get. But tell me, can we get the forecast for period 1? No. Can we get, why? Because 3 periods are needed to get the answer. Can I get the demand forecast for 2? No. Can I get the forecast for 3? No. I cannot get. So, I can only get, because 3 periods are needed to get one value. So, I can only get the forecast from period 4 to 12 onwards, Okay. Again, how to get the value? This is the second question. This is first question, first thing. Second thing is I can get the forecast for period 12, yes. So I would just multiply the weights 0.50 into what is the demand 30, if for F12 you need F11. So F11 is 35.2 plus 0.30 into the previous one, that is 34.3 plus 0.20 into the previous one 31.9. Actually don't get confused from here that sir you have drawn only this is the first 3 periods we will not be considering. Only these data for these the forecast will not be actually this is a single table, but due to the lack of space I have tried to adjust. Okay, is regression analysis important for GATE? At least you should have the concept. At least you should have the concept, because regression analysis is going to it's a part of industrial syllabus. So yes, question can come definitely. Yes, question can come. It's a case of only 2 formula. Rest if you can that 2 formula should be sufficient. Okay. So F1, 2 can I get it from here? Yes, we can get it. Similarly, if I have to get F11, so 0.50 into F10. F10 is what? 34.3 plus 0.30 into 31.9 plus 0.20 into previous 31.8. So you will get something. So similarly, F12, F11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, as much as 9 data we are going to get the forecast. So if I apply the formula, these are the, now here I can't get, here I cannot get, here I cannot get. If I cannot get this, I won't be able to get the deviations also. So all in all, I can get the forecast and subsequent the modulus of D minus F value for these 9 periods only I can get. Is this logic clear or not? That means he is asking the MAD. See, if he gives you from the question itself, he is giving you all the data. So then it is no problem. But here I cannot find only. You will be taking only whose value you can find. Okay. So I have this, and now once I have this all these values, MAD, mean absolute deviation, first take the deviation absolute and just take n is equal to, now here it would be from 4 to 12, n equal to 4 to 12 divided by how many periods are there? 9 periods are there. 9 periods are there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So just add all the deviations, 2.45 plus now all these deviation plus dot plus 1.73. I have added divided by 9, which is the number of periods, and when you solve this, you are going to get close to 1.80. You are going to get close to 1.80. So again, this is a new question because they have not asked yet in GATE till now, and this is the way we have to get it done. I hope that this is clear to you. Okay. So moving to the next question. Please go through it. Please go through it. Two minutes I am giving. Okay, so did you solve? So what this question is saying, a company is introducing new product. It contains 3 alternatives to make the product with the following cost A, B and C. Total cost and variable cost is given. The forecasted demand estimates are as follows. So what is the minimum total cost he is asking? Okay, so from here you have to get one quantity. From here you have to get one quantity. So expected value of x, because since probability is involved, we have to get the value of expectation. We have to get the value of expectation. Expectation is how much? Summation x into px. What is the expectation? Summation x into px. That means 1500 into the probability 0.10 x into px plus 2000 into 0.30 plus 2500 into 0.25, and similarly dot 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 dot, the last one would be 4000 into 0.08. When you solve this, what we are going to get? When you solve this, we are going to get 25 and 65. No, 2565 we are getting, is it? Check once again. Check once again. 2565 I think we are getting. Check again. Or should I check again? Should I check or you will check? Okay, I am only checking 1500 into 0 plus 2000 into 0.30 plus 2500 into 0.25 plus 3000 to 0.15 plus 3500 into 0.12 plus 4000 to 0.08. 2565 I am getting. 2565 I am getting. Okay. I have already checked. Okay. 25. Now you know that the total cost is what? The total cost is the fixed cost. That is, the fixed cost is the tool cost plus the variable cost into the number of quantity. Total cost plus, so total cost for A 25,000 plus 20 into 2565. This will give you some answer. Now 45,000 plus 18 into 2565. This will give you some answer. And 52,000 plus 15 into 2565. This is going to give you some answer. Okay. So, okay. So in the first case, for process A, we will be getting 76,300. For process B, we will be getting 91,170, and for process C, we will be getting 90,475. So obviously, he is asking the minimum tool cost. He is asking the minimum tool cost. So option A is giving the minimum tool cost. That means the tool cost is 76,300. 76,300 will be the correct answer. 76,300 will be the correct answer. Did you understood? Did you understood? Okay, yes, A is giving the correct answer. Okay, chalo, let's move on. So all the chapters I have covered, every chapter I have covered. You know, this is a mixture of break even and the expectation, everything whatever is there I have covered. Again, few more questions are there, we will cover that also. See, this is the question of discount model. This is the question of discount model. So chalo, discount model also we will solve. Now I am giving you 3 minutes of time to solve this. 3 minutes of time to solve this. He is asking the economical order quantity. Okay. So what did we got? Second discount we will accept. Second discount we will accept. You have to tell the quantity. He is asking you the quantity. That means you have to tell the number. What is the quantity we are getting? You have to tell a number. See, always remember, in discount model we will, from the last unit price we will go up, from the least unit price we will go up. This is the order of sequence. Okay. So let's see what is the annual usage. The annual usage is n is equal to 8,000 parts. What is the ordering cost? It is 150. Annual inventory carrying cost, that is CH, that is 30% of unit price. Unit price is given over here. For the variable price schedule given below, what is the most economical order quantity? It means, okay, 365, let's see. Okay, so which is the most economical order quantity? EOQ, he is asking. That means the quantity at which we are going to have the least cost, the quantity at which we are going to have the least total cost that we will accept. Okay. So what did I tell? That first we will consider that the unit price is 56. Always from the last unit price will go up. Okay. So what is CH? CH will be 0.30 of 56. 0.30 into 56. 0.30 into 56, that is 16.8. 16.8, and then we will find the EOQ for this. So what will be the EOQ for this? Root over 2 in 2D C naught CH. So 2D C naught is how much? 150, and CH is how much? 16.8. So when I am solving this, we are going to get 377.9. 377.9. Immediately we will check that whether it is falling in the feasible range or not. So 377 is not lying in this 500 and above. This unit price is applicable for 501 and above. So that means this is not feasible. This is not feasible. So we will go up. If it is feasible, we will stop there only, but if it is not feasible, we will go up. That means for the next higher unit price. But we have to see that from where the price break is happening, that unit we will 100% consider for the final outcome. So from where the price break happened? 501. So this quantity we will consider in the final comparison. Okay, let's go up. So 60. Now the unit price is 60. Now the unit, okay, holding cost is how much? 0.30. 0.30 of 60. So 0.30 into 60, 18 we are getting. So what is Q star? Q star is 2 into D. D is how much? 8000. 2D C naught 150, and CH is 18. So what we are getting? $365. 365 we are getting. 365. Is it falling in the feasible? Yes. 365 lies within 201 and 500. Yes, it is falling in the feasible. It is falling in the feasible region. So what? Is this the answer? No. It means that now there are two. Now no need to go up. Now no need to go up. We will consider only, we will compare only these two quantities. So second row say what did you got? EOQ you will get. You will take, and last row say 501 you will take. So you have to do the comparison of two quantities. One is the EOQ and one is the price break where happened. You have to find the total cost and where it came minimum, that will be your answer. Got the logic? So I will be finding first total cost at EOQ. EOQ is what? 365. Okay. So you know 8000, unit price was 60. No, corresponding unit price is 60. Now I can use root over 2D C naught CH. Why? Because it's EOQ. 2D C naught is what? 150 and holding cost is 18. So this will give you one answer, and then we will find total cost at where price break happened, that is 501. So 8,000 into unit price was how much? 56 plus ordering cost. Ordering cost is number of orders, how much? 501. Number of orders into ordering cost plus average inventory into holding cost, and the holding cost was how much? Holding cost was 16.8. 16.8. Sir, as the third discount is not feasible, why we have to? Okay, Ashok, third discount is not feasible, but that is where the price break happened. Okay, I will show you in detail. I will show you why we have to consider, but as of now, let's first get the answer. Let's first get the answer. So this is coming as 486572.6, and then the second one would come 454603.6. So clearly we can see that the winner is 501. So which quantity is giving you the least price? 501 is giving. So 501 will become the answer. 501 will become the correct answer for this question. 501 will become the correct answer for this question. Now why? Now why is it the case? Okay, see, these are the on the y-axis this is cost, total cost. On the x-axis it is unit. Okay, so this is the total cost for 60 rupees, and this is the EOQ of the 60 rupees. The EOQ came as 365, and 56 curve will be below this. So this is 56 curve, and its EOQ came out to be 377. Its EOQ came out to be 377. Now from where price break happened? From 500. So let's say this is 500 and 501. So let's say this is your 501. So till 500 your first curve was valid. I'm not taking into account the 52, so 62 and then 60. So 60 and 56 I am comparing, I am not considering 62 as of now. So 60 was valid till how much quantity? 500. So 60 is valid till 500, and after that we have to jump on the 56 curve, and below 56 it is valid. So whatever I have drawn in white, that is the feasible curve altogether. This is the feasible curve. I hope you are getting. So 2 points you can see. Now 365 and 501. Let's say 501 is over here. For 500 you have to be on the top curve, and this is for 501. So see one thing. For the above curve, you are getting the minimum cost over here, which was 49k, 49,000. And 501, when you came down, when you jump on, this is giving you the cost for 501, that is 45k. Got it? Got it? Got it? Now this is not always the case. Sometimes it can be like this also, na? Sometimes the curve can be like this also, that EOQ is giving the minimum cost, but the point where price break happened, that gave you the higher cost. So anything can happen. So that is why we have to compare. That is why we have to compare the price break from where price break happened. Okay. So, and one thing is clear, wherever EOQ is getting in the feasible region, above that no need to go. Above that 100%, the price will be higher only. Got the logic? Okay. So price break also I have taken. Chalo, one more question let us do. Read. So more 2 questions will be doing for the day. 2 more questions will be doing for the day. Ashok, EOQ will be, yes, correct. If, see Ashok, if the lower EOQ is feasible, so total cost will 100% be minimum for the lower price EOQ. No need to go above. No need to go above. Last EOQ, lowest price EOQ, if it is feasible, no need to go above. Even if EOQ is upper EOQs are there in the feasible. Got it? Lower EOQ feasible, that means got the answer. That is the answer. Yes, the question is about critical ratio only. But different formula of critical ratio, we are going to use it over here. What is the formula? Let us see. Okay. So critical ratio formula is what is the time remaining? What is the time remaining for the work to be submitted, and how much work is remaining? How much work is remaining? Try to understand in this way. For example, I gave you one homework. And I told you that I started giving homework at 6 p.m. and I told you that this homework should be completed by 9 p.m. Okay. So let's say how much, and let's say you are at 7 p.m. right now. At 7 p.m. we are talking about, So how much time is left from 7 p.m. to get the homework done? 2 hours. If I say that now I am calculating the critical ratio at 7 p.m. So I can say that at 7 p.m. the time remaining is how much? 2 hours. And then let's say you have not done anything. You have not done anything, you will say that sir, the work that is remaining is of 3 hours. The work that is remaining is of 3 hours. So 2 by 3 is the critical ratio. 2 by 3 is the critical ratio. Are you getting? Let's say it can also be the time remaining is 2 hours and you are saying that sir, I am very fast, only 1 hour work is remaining. So this is the critical ratio 2. Or you can also say sir, 2 hours work is remaining, so critical ratio is 1. So time remaining is how much time is left for the work to be submitted, and work remaining is how much time work is left. We say na that now there is 2 hours work is still pending, so that is work remaining. One thing is clear, that critical ratio can be less than 1, greater than 1, or less than 1, greater than 1, or equal to 1. Option 1 is correct. Let's see. Okay. So this is the concept. Now today calendar date is 175. Now for job A, the delivery date is 190. The delivery date is 190. So here I will be finding what is the, see, this time remaining in days is actually the work. Work remaining, and here we will be finding time remaining. So see, delivery date is 190 and today is 175. So how much time is left? 25. Sorry. It is 15. 180 minus 175, 5. 184, it would be 5 plus 4, 9. And then 181, it will be 5 plus 1, 6. 200, it is 25. 188, it is 5 plus 8, 13. And 185, it is 10. So now find the critical ratio. Here I am writing the critical ratio. So 15 by 5, it is 3, time remaining by work remaining. 5 by 2, it is 2.5. It is 0.9 D. It is 2, 25 by 15. 25. 1.67. 13 by 15. 0.87 and 10 by 9. 1.11. So we have to arrange the job as per the increasing order, that is the sequencing using, then we will say that we have sequenced the job using the critical ratio rule. So we have to arrange it in increasing order. So which is the lowest critical ratio? F. So F will come first, then after that C will come, then FC, then G, then E, G, E, and then D, B, A, D, B, A. Yes, exactly. A is correct. Very good. A is correct. And how many jobs are pending? See, whose ratio is less than 1, we say that job is still pending, that are behind the schedule. So absolutely correct, Ashok. Yes, option A is correct answer. Option A is correct. Very good. Okay. So let's move on to the last question of the day. So I am giving you time. Okay, very good, Ashok, very good, very good, very good. So you have given very good answers. Let's see. So actually what is there, that this is the question of deterministic model. This is a question of deterministic model. So every topic which is important I have taken over here, and the best questions I have taken from there. So reorder level is how much? Average, we know this thing from service level model, ADDLT, average demand during lead time, plus what is the safety stock. What is the safety stock? So ADDLT is nothing but the product of D average into lead time average. Lead time average plus the safety stock. So in the question he is asking what is the reorder level, and safety stock is given as 54,000 units. So safety stock is given as 54, and now we have to get what is D average and what is LT average. So for LT he has given you, this table, and for per day, that is the average small d, he has given you this table. So again probability when it is giving, so expectation he is asking you. So what is the expected lead time, that is LT average. Expectation is nothing but mean only. So LT average. So just find out summation x into px. Summation x into px if you find out. So 15 into 0.2 plus 20 into 0.5 plus 25 into 0.3. We are getting 20.5 as LT average, and small d average, again it is x into px summation, that is 10,000 into 0.5 plus 14,000 into 0.5. So this is basically 5,000 plus 7,000, 12,000. So 12,000 into, that is this is 12,000 into 20.5. 5. So when you add this, definitely we are going to get 3 lakhs. Definitely we are going to get 3 lakhs. Yes, B is the correct answer and you have given absolutely correct answer. With this, the today's session on GATE Score Booster comes to an end. And my dear friends, it's my humble request that at whatever stage of your preparation you are, I highly recommend you to at least solve these questions by yourself, and later on you will be watching. So, you can pause down, and get the questions solved. And in my ability, I have taken in whatever I think are the very important questions that have the potential to come in GATE. And actually GATE has not touched that part yet. That was my prime concern. Not only revision was my concern, but whatever GATE has not yet touched in industrial, so that I have tried to bring over here, covering all the topics, covering all the chapters. This was the motive behind it. Absolutely, in this session, this was the agenda. Thank you, Ashok. Thank you very much. So I hope that you have enjoyed this session like anything. And again, going last few days of your examination, just before that, you can also practice these questions, right? That being said, all the the PYQs, the regular topics which are there, I have not taken, because that you have anyway covered from your PYQs. But in this session you will get which you might have missed some part, that you will definitely get from this session. Okay. So again, 2 topics which I again feel that has the potential to come, and that I am just simply writing over here, is the one thing is there in PERT, whose questions I have not taken today, but and GATE has not asked, but he can ask. That is in PERT, that is the normal distribution curve is there. So generally he will ask you that Z, find the probability for Z equal to 0, find the probability for Z equal to 1, -1, all the standard values he will be asking. But and in the standard values, the normal chart is generally not considered, but he may give you a new, he may ask the probability for a different X value whose requirement will be needed from the normal chart, and he will have to provide the normal chart for that reason. Okay. So what I am saying, that in PERT, whatever probability he asks in PERT, CPM PERT mein PERT normal distribution is there. Generally he will ask you probability for Z equal to 0, Z equal to 1, 2, 3, all the standard values whose values you already know. So for that normal chart is not needed. But tomorrow he might give you a question of normal distribution in which chart is needed. So you must know how to study the chart of normal distribution. Okay, that is one thing GATE has not asked till now, and he can ask. And second thing I would like to add is from queuing theory. In queuing theory, Big M method more important? No, Big M method is not that much important, Ashok. Big M method is not that much important. 1 mark question he may ask, that how infeasible solution is being determined. Okay. From Big M method only infeasible solution comes, that in Big M method, when artificial variable is still a part of the basis, then the solution is infeasible. So that 1 mark question he can ask you, but Big M method altogether he will not ask you. That yes, you can leave. At least 1 question you can see and just leave. No need to lose sleep over Big M method. Okay. So what I was saying, in PERT this is important, and queuing theory mein what is there, that what is the formula for Poisson distribution? The probability for X is e to the power minus lambda, lambda to the power x by x factorial. So this is the probability for X in unit time. in unit time, this is the probability for x arrival in unit time, okay, right? But what if he asks you find the probability for x arrival in some time t, the above formula which you also study in engineering maths, that is only applicable for unit time, that is 1 hour, 1 minute, 1 second, something like that, 1 month, 1 year. But what if he gives you that a particular time is there, 45 minutes, 2.5 month, 67 minutes, something like that, not unit. So you should also know that Poisson's formula is also e to the power minus lambda t to the power x by x factorial, where t is the time t that is given. So again, till now this formula's application in mechanical gate has not given. So there is, I think that question can come from this, that in queuing theory only, that on an average the number of arrivals is 20 per hour, find the probability of 10 arrivals in a space of 30 minutes. So this is a question which can be solved by this formula. So please take care of this and this, which is still not asked in gate, and it can be asked in your examination. Rest whatever you have done, whatever is the PYQs, that is that is there only, plus these sessions, and plus if you test series you must be giving. So test series also you will get some extra questions from there also. In queuing theory multiple server is asked or not? Okay, very good, Ashok. Yes, you have asked a very good question. See, multiple server model still not asked in gate. So what can be the thing that multiple server core concepts he will not ask, but he can give like this, that for one, let's say the number of service time for one server, he generally gives that it is 30 minutes or something like that. Now he can give you that there are 3 servers and the total service time is 120 minutes. There are 3 servers and the total service time is 120 minutes. So in that case you have to convert in per server. For one server it would be 120 by 3, that is 40 minutes per server is the service time. Did you get? The total number of servers he has given 3, total service time he has given 120. Now you have to convert the question in that case from 3 servers to 1 server, 120 service time divided by 3 servers. So in this way he can give you. Got it? Beyond that he will not give you any core concepts like multiple server, no, because the standard model whatever we solve questions, that is for one server only, Clear? Yes. ठीक है? Okay, any other doubts? So next Friday I will be coming up with heat transfer gate score booster session. Yes, so next Friday I will be coming up with heat transfer, and you can be rest assured that if your concepts in heat transfer are revised, you can attend those sessions and all the questions will be best. All the shadow price, no, as such one time shadow price question has been asked, but no need to lose sleep over such random topics. Okay, देखो अशोक, randomly anything can be asked, but if you don't know the concept of shadow price, most of the students also don't know, so have this in mind. Okay, one time he has given shadow price, but apart from that I don't think that you need to lose sleep over such random concepts. Okay, do the probable topics, but do it in a very neat way. Okay, chalo. So my dear friends, let me tell you that now is the time when you should give tests, and this is where you can benefit a lot. 20% test series plus we are providing, let me quickly explain you what does this means. Test series, that means definitely you are going to get 130 plus online test. At this point we need to practice a lot of tests, and I don't think that there is something more than 130 also. That means 130 is a sufficient number to practice all the type of test, subject test, chapter test. You are getting a lot to practice, so you can consider it taking. Not only this, what happens during the last few months, PYQs also are very important for revision. So in Test Series Plus, we will be providing you not only test series but 33 years GATE PYQ book. And my dear friends, there is not one but there are two books. What is the meaning of two books? One is for technical subjects and another is for maths and general aptitude. This is a complete package for problem solving revision. If you consider that 80% of revision you have already done, so just give a final touch by enrolling in in this Test Series Plus, where you will be getting test series plus the PYQ booklet. Not only this, you will be also having access to our doubt solving portal. In case you have any doubt, you can ask it. Online revision and score booster, already you are watching it. Post GATE guidance, if you manage to get a good marks, we will guide you to get a good college, and mock interview and etc. Right? So do consider it joining in the test series plus, where you will also be getting a 20% off. And in case you have any doubt, you can consider the link is been given. You can fill the Google form or you can contact on the number which you are finding in the description for any queries, right? Okay. These are the features of Test Series Plus. Okay. Now my dear friends, for 25-26, if you consider joining, if you want to enroll in the, for 26 rather, if you want to enroll in the online program, these are the features that will be providing you 800 plus hours of live classes, theory book and exercise book, PYQs, 34 hours PYQs. And you know what, I'll tell you, in our PYQs, the questions are solved in a multiple ways. Video solutions also you will be getting, alternate solutions also you will be getting, video solutions of not all the questions but of the selected best questions, alternative solutions, multiple solutions, all things you will be getting. One-to-one sessions, you will be getting the opportunity to interact with your faculty 12 times. Okay, personalized one-to-one sessions where you can query all your doubts, and test series also will be provided, 130 plus test series. Finally, you can consider joining our Telegram group, where you will be getting daily quizzes, then you will be getting all the important webinars, all the important seminar, webinar updates, and most importantly, any PSU notifications also if you think that you might miss. So you will not miss after joining the Telegram portal, right? So my dear friends, this is it in today's session. I wish you all the best, and as I said, next Friday I will be coming up with heat transfer session in this 1 week. Do revise it and then you can attend that session. I wish you all the best. Keep up your preparation. Don't lose hope. God bless. Thank you.